Now this next one, I mean, hey, I'm pretty sure like all the dudes had a crush on this one, you know what I'm saying? So hey, I just fell in line with it. So alright, my next one, you know what I'm saying, of course, was the gorgeous Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? So now how she got me, boy, I think I saw she did Carmen. Man, I ain't like, boy, she came out in that red dress. Boy, that red dress pretty much like pretty much it was just covering her torso and that was it. Like everything else was out. So I'm like, then of course like I think on the scene when she first appeared in the movie on the scene, like I said, her skin was just glowing. So I was like, ah, yes. So then, you know what I'm saying, over time, you know what I'm saying, I watched Carmen and, you know what I'm saying, I was like, it was kind of sad because, you know what I'm saying, she got killed at the end. I was like, dang, man. But me being a youngin', you know what I'm saying, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't really know the true meaning of the movie or whatever. So, you know, so over time, you know what I'm saying, of course, I'm watching Carmen all the time, you know what I'm saying. And my sister, of course, she like, dang, you like Beyonce? I'm like, I said, yeah, a little bit, but in my head, I'm like, man, I'm in love with this girl. Like, I'm head over heels for this girl, you know what I'm saying? So, alright, so after that, you know, I think y'all watching Carmen, and then, of course, you know what I'm saying, back then, Beyonce, you know what I'm saying, well, she still is on top, but back then, like, she was, like, popping, you know what I'm saying? So, then, of course, I see the news reports, you know what I'm saying, oh, she dating Jay-Z. See, at that moment, I was like, man, nah, I know I ain't got no chance, man. That's Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? I know I ain't got no chance. I'm mad. I'm mad about that. I'm still mad about that. Cause I'm like, man, back then, Jay-Z was hot too. You know, he's still hot, but back then, you was hot too. So it's like, man, you could have had any woman in the world. Any woman in the world. Why you had to take mine? You just had to take mine, though, huh? But unfortunately, like I say, hey, even in my real life, like, that happens, like, with regular women, like, they, you know what I'm saying, dudes ain't gonna want her until, you know what I'm saying, they see her with somebody else, then they want her, but that's a whole nother story, but, so, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't gonna lie, I was still head over heels for Beyonce, so I was like, hey, I'm still get her, you know what I'm saying, so, over time, like, yeah, she's still my woman, whether, you know what I'm saying, she with you or not, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, so, after that, I think I seen her in I think it was the Fighting Temptations or whatever, man. I ain't like, cause I noticed it back then, but then when I read about it, she said she had put on like a few pounds for that role or whatever. Cause I ain't like, cause I noticed her in there. I'm like, hey, she kind of thick. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I don't mind thickness now. You know what I'm saying? But so of course she kissed Cuba Gooding Jr. in that one. But I was like, I like, he ain't no competition. But like I said, over time, like I said, you just keep hearing about Jay-Z and Beyonce. So I'm like. So I try to keep that one going as long as possible. Like I tried my best, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, hey, it just wasn't meant to be. You know what I'm saying. This next one, I ain't like this next one. I think that was like my first like real true love like crush. Like I'm talking about like I was deeply like deep in love with this chick. So, and this one gonna blow y'all mind, cause the next one is. Pretty much, I kept it in the family. So this next one, Solange Knowles. So hey, it's like this. Hey, Beyonce. Okay, if I ain't gonna get you, I'm gonna get somebody that look like you. I'm gonna straight. Hey, I'm gonna keep it in the family. So I'm gonna be in this family regardless. You gonna see me. You feel me? But all right. So how I started liking Solange, I'm like, Cause I think the first time I saw her was in Johnson's Family Vacation, you know, Cedric the Entertainer. That boy a fool. But so you know, so even as me watching the movie, you know what I'm saying, cause that was my dad, like he loved that movie. So, but even me watching the movie, like I ain't really like look at her like that, you know what I'm saying? Like even like, you know what I'm saying, you like I see her, but it's like I ain't really look at her like that. So it's crazy because okay, it came to where I ended up having a dream about Solange. Like it was either Solange or somebody that looked just like her, cause Lord. But even the crazy part, like before even all that, like I didn't even know that was Beyonce's sister. Cause you know what I'm saying, I'm just looking at her in the movie, but I'm like, damn, she look like Beyonce. So in my head, I'm like, hey, if Beyonce have a biopic, I'm like, hey, they ain't gotta look too far. But then, as when the movie went off, the end, when the credits was rolling at the end, that's when I seen, her name was Solange Knowles. So I was like, oh, so there is Beyonce's sister. I think I told my mama about it. She was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. So pretty much, okay, so I remember that night I had went to sleep. And the crazy part, like, I don't even know how I ended up having a dream about her. Like, it was just, like, cause I didn't even, like, I don't even think I watched Johnson Family Vacation or anything with Solange, like, that whole day. So it's like, how the hell did I end up having a dream about it? So alright, so pretty much, okay, in this dream, okay, how I remember it was, okay, I know, okay, it was me and my mama. I think we was on, like a road trip or something. And my mama, she was driving a big rig 18-wheeler, so I'm like, so that's how I knew it was a dream, because I'm like, my mama, she'll drive like a truck or whatever, but she ain't driving like no 18-wheeler, like, so that's how I know for sure that was a dream. So pretty much, like, then I think we stopped to get some gas or diesel. I don't know what trucks you use. I ain't no truck driver, but so we stopped and got some, some. I'm gonna say we stopped and got some petrol. So when we stopped, I remember I noticed, like, a chick that I don't know if that was Solange or there's somebody that looked like it. There's somebody that just walked by, So me, I'm just, I'm pumping the gas. So I'm like, I ain't really paying too much attention to it. But then here come my mama, like, this is the type of person she is. Like, she just gonna go over and talk to anybody. I'm like, mine. So she went over and talked to the girl, and I noticed she had like a little gym bag, on her or whatever. So I'm like, why she got a gym bag or whatever? So, but I ain't tripping. Like, so I'm just trying to pump the gas. So then next thing you know, here my mama come walking back to the truck with her, saying like, oh, she gonna be coming with us or whatever. So instantly me, I'm like, ma, how the hell you gonna invite somebody? How the hell you gonna invite somebody, you don't even know to come with us or whatever? So, I was like throughout the whole dream, like the beginning part of the dream, I was an asshole to her. Like, I don't know why, I was just an asshole. But so, of course, throughout the dream, she was with us. I was just being mean to her or whatever. But eventually, over time, she started to grow. She started to grow on me, So after, I think we went to like a hotel or whatever. So. And for some reason, like I say, of course, me and my mama, we had our own room, but my mama was like, oh, she gotta share a room. She gotta share a room with me. I'm like, why? Like, I ain't sharing a room. So, like I said, I was just being mean at first, but then over time, she grew on me or whatever. So then I remember, I think it was further along in the dream, as so she started growing on me, so I started being nice to her, and then she was like, I think in the dream, she was like, did I want to go somewhere with her? I'm like, yeah. So I think we went to like a little bar. It was a little bar, and then, so of course, they had the music playing, hey, we was, we was getting our groove on, and I remember after, afterwards we was just talking or whatever, and then, I don't know, for some reason, like, we just got like in a deep conversation, and then, something like I said, then I know it's like, say we locked eyes, and then next thing you know, we was between them sheets, that's all I'm saying, but yeah, even after that, like, I remember the next morning, I think me and my mama, we was leaving or whatever, so I remember I was begging and pleading her. I was like, hey, like, come with us, like, come. But she kept, then she hit me, like, she did something, like, she kind of squinted, like, it was like a sexy, like, she squinted her eyes, but then she was just like, so I was like, so that would have had me, so, of course, I left, so we left, I got in the truck with my mama, and as my mama was driving off, okay, I'm looking back at her, but then I think we got like maybe like a half a mile down the road. I was like, I said, I ain't going, or whatever. And I don't know if I know my mama stopped the truck, but I don't know. I can't remember if she went off on me for saying I ain't going, or I can't remember. All I know is I jumped off the truck and I ran back to her, or whatever. Then I was like, I remember I called her name, and then she started walking back to me. I was like, 'cause at the time I was like, so I'm trying to catch my breath. But then, of course, after she, she came back to me, hey, I put them lips on her, Then this is the most exciting part that happened. The most exciting part happened in this dream. Oh my God. Y'all ready for it? This happened. I woke up. You talk about I was mad? Bro, I woke up. Then me, then I'm so crazy here. I woke up, but then I tried to hurry up and go back to sleep. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to, like, once you wake up, like, the dream is pretty much, it's off tomorrow somewhere. Like, it's gone. So I'm trying to hurry up and go back to sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hurry up and catch the dream back in there. You know, I'm like, but come back. But, of course, you know, I woke up. You talk about, I was mad, but I was grumpy as hell that morning. Or whatever. So then after that, you know, first thing I did, turned on Johnson's Family Vacation, and then hey, I started watching that a lot. So then of course, you know what I'm saying, my sister she ain't even had to ask no more. Like she know, okay, if I'm watching a movie, like I'm watching the same movie over and over. So she already knew. She was like, you like Beyonce's sister, huh? I was like, yeah. Like, I can't even like yeah. So then I think one day, I think it was a couple of weeks afterwards, she had asked me, she was like, cause she seen me watching, of course, Johnson's Family Vacation, but then she was like, you'll act in that movie, huh, if you had a chance. I'm like, hell yeah. She like, yeah, so you could be next to Beyonce's sister, huh? I'm like, yeah. Cause I already know, hey, if I was in that movie, boy, I'm messing up everything. I'm messing up over my lines, like I'm messing up the scene, like I'm gonna be straight. Like, I ain't gonna be looking, like, at the person I'm supposed to be talking to. I'm gonna be looking at her straight up, like, the whole time. So I'm gonna be, have them eyes locked on, you know what I'm saying? And probably the director probably gonna fire me. I'm like, boy, please fire me. I dare you to fire me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some Punisher movie. But, nah. But it's like, okay, if you want me, okay, I understand I'm messing your movie up, but if you want me to actually, like, do right, you better put a scene with me and her just by ourselves in the movie. Like, that's the only way I'm gonna act right. You know what I'm saying? But... Nah, how did that one phase out? I know why this one phased out, because this next celebrity, cause he just had to come on. You know what I'm saying? He just like, she was free. I mean, she was mine, but you just had to put them lips on her. And then the crazy part, the ending of the show. Why y'all had to be in the bed together, man? Like, why? I was like, you know what, man? I can't do this no more. Like,